Good morning, friends. I am Sakshi, your economics friend. So, today we are going to be doing a topic related to the banking. Okay, now this is the second unit of your book. And in this unit, we're going to be doing something which is related to our daily life. Whenever we hear of a word bank, so just think what comes into your mind. Till the time you're thinking, let me just share the screen with you for our this session's PPT. Yes. All right. So this is our today's uh, objective. We are going to be doing money and banking, and in money and banking we are going to be doing the objectives which we are going to be achieving today is about bank. Now, what kind of bank, what is a bank, which types of banks, this we are going to do in the next sessions. But in this session we are going to be doing only about the commercial bank and what exactly is a bank. In your daily routine you must have, you know this is the previous knowledge that we have already done in the previous class, and for today now we are going to be doing banks. um, in your daily life you must have heard that your parents must be going to a bank. They are going to be getting involved in some or the other services which are provided by the bank. Let's say we are these days we are only relying on the online banking since it is COVID-19. It is COVID-19, so whatever we want, even the groceries, even the vegetables, we are going online when we are asking the grocers to come up to the doorstep and give it to us. Now, how are they being paid? With the help of the credit cards that we are having, with the help of the debit cards that we are having, with the help of the net banking which is happening. So in this class we are going to be doing about the banks, and they since there are various categories of bifurcations of banks. So in this class, we're just going to be doing about the commercial banks. Okay, easy. We're going to be doing step by step. So, what is a bank? A bank is a financial institution which is licensed to receive deposits and make loans. Okay, now when do we have to go to the bank? Let's say if I go to a bank, I not only ask for loans, or I do not only ask for money, I also deposit my money. Now, why do I deposit my money in the bank? Why I don't keep it in the house? There are many reasons for it. Safety is one of the reasons. Second reason is that we need to earn more money. Keeping the money in the cupboard will not give me a surplus amount. Yes, keeping money in the bank will definitely going to serve me with some extra savings. So, services provided by the bank, it includes deposits, it includes loans, it includes credit cards, it includes net banking, investment instruments, etc. Now, these are certain advantages, and there are certain disadvantages also of keeping your amount in the bank. If you have heard of one of the bank which was on the verge of getting bankrupt, was the Yes Bank. From I think just 2 years ago, before exactly before the pandemic in 2019 or 20, December 2019 or January 2020, there was a news wherein the Yes Bank holders were very anxious about their holdings in the bank. So this is one of the disadvantage that there are chances for the bank of getting bankrupt. Then there is a risk of fraud, there's a risk of robberies also. The banks are robbed. If you keep your gold in the bank and it may get robbed, you will not get anything. Then there is a risk of public debt. Okay, now what is public debt? We're going to be doing afterwards. Then we have certain advantages also. Safety of public wealth. Your wealth is absolutely safe. It's there. They provide cheap loans to you. Whatever loan for personal basis or for professional or for education, the banks are there to provide you loan. Then the economy, on the large scale, global reach, all these are the certain advantages of banks. Let's switch on to what kind of bank we're going to do today. We're going to be doing commercial banks. Now, with the word commercial, what does it comes to your mind? Commercial. क्या आता है दिमाग में? Commercial is something which is related to an economic activity. Okay, now when I say economic activity, it means something that brings you money, something that brings you profit. So commercial bank is an institution which performs the function of accepting deposits. That means they take deposits from you, they take money from you. Lending funds, that means they deliver the funds to you, and making the investment with the main aim of earning profit. They also make certain investments. Don't think that banks don't make any investment. They just take your money and they give provide you loan. They themselves make the investment with the deposits that they are having, so that they can also prosperous as a bank, so that they can also work as a bank. If you can see on the background of this slide, if you see on the background of this slide, I'm having the names of a lot of bank. Yes Bank, State, HSBC Bank, Citibank, Canara Bank, Axis Bank, Indusland Bank. All these banks are the commercial banks because they are working only for making profit, earning profit. Their main aim is to earn profit. That is why they are called commercial. Commercial means something which is related to an economic activity, something which is related to earning money. Then what are the functions of commercial banks? Okay, with when I say functions, anything whenever I'm saying that these are the functions of this particular bank or particular person or so place. So whenever I'm talking about functions, I always talk about the work scenario or the primary deeds that they are doing. Okay, now there are two basically bifurcated into two functions. One is primary functions, that is what they are meant to do, what they exactly they have to do. And then there are secondary functions which are not mandatory, but still they attempt to do. Now, primary functions of commercial bank. What are primary functions of commercial bank? The first and foremost function is accepting deposits. They accept deposits from the public. Now, why do they accept deposits from the public? The, the more the commercial bank gets the deposits, the more money is collected with them, and the more investment or the more prosperity they move toward. They move towards better, better functions. So the main function of commercial bank is to accept various kinds of deposit. Now there are various kinds of deposits which we have. Just let's see our table. Demand deposits, simply current account. Fixed deposit, FD. Your parents must be creating your FD, the FD for, let's say for your education, or for you to go to abroad for further studies or something. They are saving from the very beginning. Your parents or, elders, they keep saving the money for their children, and they make it in the form of an FD. Then you have saving deposits. Saving deposits, let me tell you, is mainly for the people, for the income people, for the people who are earning an income. Okay, directly their money gets saved into the saving account, one. Or the housewives. Now whatever money a housewife is also saving, she can keep that money in the bank and she can get interest out of it. One by one, let us do what are the different types of deposits which we have. One is the current account deposit. Now, children, current account deposit is very simple. Current account deposit means a deposit wherein the businessmen are holding it. Okay, the businessmen are the ones who are holding the current account deposits, and because of certain facilities, what they do not get any restriction on the transaction. Ab agar one day if I make a fixed deposit, I have a restriction. I cannot take out that money again and again. But when I'm making a current account with the bank, I can easily withdraw the money. Let's say for for paying the debt of my customers, or let's say for making any payment, or let's say I want to receive a payment, so I can give the check. I can receive a check and deposit it in this account. So current account is basically for the people carrying any kind of a business. Okay, now in this there is a check facility which is available. Well, there are no restriction on the transaction. But in this, there is no interest also which is provided apart from fixed deposit and saving account. In both these accounts, there is a interest which is charged. In fixed deposit, there is a high interest which is charged. Now, there's a simple reason. In fixed deposit, the people who are making a FD account, they will never be, withdrawing that account. Okay, so they will never think of withdrawing that amount unless they do not have any personal requirements which are meant to be met on an urgent basis. So amount which is deposited for a fixed, it is an amount which is deposited for a fixed period of time, then there are no transaction. You cannot transact. Okay. I hope everybody knows the meaning of transaction. Transaction means, accepting money and lending money, taking money and giving money. So like whenever we go to a grocery shop, let's say to buy a pack of biscuit, I give money and I take the biscuit. So this is a transaction which has happened between the two people. Then on saving deposits, there is a limited number of functions, and it is kind of a, it is kind of a mixture of both demand deposit and the fixed deposit. Then there is check facility, which is definitely available in the saving account, and the interest is also provided, but it is less than the fixed deposit. Okay, so this we have done the primary function of commercial bank.
आज ही अर्बन ट्यूशन के साथ जुड़ें और भारत को शिक्षा के क्षेत्र में आत्मनिर्भर बनाएं। अर्बन ट्यूशन, क्वालिटी एजुकेशन फॉर एवरीवन।